G'day, it's fugitive Australian journalist Shane Dowling from the website kangaroocourtofaustralia.com. Now, this is the first video for 2024, and the breaking news at the moment is that Alan Jones is hiding in the UK from his own defamation threats that he made against the Sydney Morning Herald here in Australia. He's over in the UK hiding with his boyfriend, Jake Thrupp. And I've just published an article on the issue, and it's titled Alan Jones's Numerous Fake Defamation Threats Catch Up With Him, So He Hides in the UK with boyfriend Jake Thrupp. Now, I published that on a Thursday, the 18th of January, 2024. I'll just read you out the first few paragraphs. Alan Jones is hiding in the UK because he won't back up the legal threats he made against the SMH, Sydney Morning Herald, who recently exposed more of Jones's alleged sexual assaults of young men. Jones has concealed sexual assault and pedophile allegations against him for years via legal threats and the protection of Australia's old media. The tables have turned to some degree in recent times, and Alan Jones is now hiding in the UK with boyfriend Jake Thrupp, so he doesn't have to follow through with the latest legal threat against the SMH, which is owned by Nine Entertainment. Alan Jones has made too many baseless legal threats the last couple of years against the SBS and myself, which is this website, and he has lost the protection of at least one old media company, Nine Entertainment, who were Jones's previous employer, as they own radio station 2GB, where Jones previously worked. Now, I'll put a link to that article below this video on YouTube so you can read the full article. But the bottom line is, if Alan Jones follows through with his defamation threat and does sue the Sydney Morning Herald, they've got at least 4 or 5 men, or who were young men at the time, that claim that Jones sexually assaulted them. If only one can be proven to be true, Jones is in a lot of trouble and could potentially face criminal charges. But imagine if 4 or 5 of those men, the allegations were proven to be true. Well, it's highly likely then that Jones could possibly face criminal charges. And that's why Jones is hiding in the UK with his boyfriend, Jake Thrupp. He can't afford to follow through with his defamation threat, because if he does, he could end up in jail. As well as that, the Sydney Morning Herald has published numerous articles against Jones in relation to 4 or 5 men. But as Jones knows, plenty of other men with similar allegations could come forward if he does follow through with a defamation threat, because a defamation case would receive a lot of publicity, and that might mean the men might decide to come forward as well. Now, I published another article on 9th of December last year, 2023, and it's titled How Alleged Pedophile Alan Jones Has Been Protected by the Old Media for Decades. And it starts off, former radio host Alan Jones has been accused by the Sydney Morning Herald in an article written by journalist Kate McClimate titled He'd Go the Grope, Alan Jones accused of indecently assaulting young men. Now, the article makes allegations of Jones sexually assaulting 4 males, which include staff at radio station 2GB and other men. But what it really exposes, which I'm sure is unintended, is a decades-long media cover-up that has protected Alan Jones. Some examples of the cover-up are Alan Jones' grooming of schoolboys when he was a teacher at the King's School in the 1970s, which was published in a book in 2006 called Jonestown. It was written by well-known investigative journalist Chris Masters, and there was a major scandal at the ABC when Alan Jones made legal threats. So the ABC ultimately refused to publish the book. So Chris Masters took the book elsewhere and had it published, and it was a bestseller. The point is, old media have known for decades that Alan Jones is a sexual predator. Now, I published an article in 2015 titled 2GB's Alan Jones Sent Love Letters to a Schoolboy. Why has he never been charged with grooming? Now, that article is based on Chris Masters' book, the allegations, well, the evidence he published in that book, or at least some of the evidence. So I published that article in 2015, and I continue to publish more articles on the same theme, about the same allegations, which the old media refused to report. Now, I'll put a link to all 3 articles below this video on YouTube so you can read them and get an idea of exactly what's been happening over the last 10, 15 years with the old media. Most of the old media have refused to report what Alan Jones is, and that's a sexual predator, major grub. Now, I'll keep on following up on this issue, this matter, because the old media, most of them have dropped off. They won't report anything. They reported that Alan Jones made legal threats last year, the SMH, but they haven't followed through this year. Although the Sydney Morning Herald, obviously, they've got incentive to follow up, and they did write the article that Jones is in England, and highly unlikely, well, they didn't say that, they're unlikely to come back anytime soon. I suspect he won't be coming back for a long time, because he doesn't want to have to back up his legal threats. If he comes back and then says, I'm not going to follow through with the legal threats, well, it makes it fairly obvious he's guilty. He's worth millions of dollars and he can easily follow through with the defamation case if he wanted to. And because a lot of the old media aren't reporting on this scandal like they should, make sure you share this video on social media. Help shine a light on it. And Kangaroo Court of Australia's independent media. I publish a website and a YouTube channel, and I'm 100% crowdfunded from viewers like yourself. So make sure you support my Patreon account. We have 339 patrons donating $2,347 a month. And I need to almost double that to become financially viable. You can donate any amount, $3, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30, $40, $50 a month, whatever suits your budget. It all helps out. And a link to the Patreon account will be below this video on YouTube and also on my website. And make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Other than that, thank you for your time and have a good day.